So Jeff is looking for a second date update with a woman named Mara. Hey, Jeff, how are you, man?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Doing good. We're going to try to get you reconnected with Mara, and best way you can help us out with that is take us from the beginning. How did you meet, and how'd that first encounter go?
So I met Mara online, and we weren't really sure if we were going to be able to actually get together because,
Yeah, we know.
nobody's really going out, and
Right.
we're all kind of scared right now.
Different world.
Yeah, and it seemed like kind of a weird idea if I went over to her house or if she came over to my place for a first date. That seemed like a bad idea. So we just decided, let's go for a walk in the park.
Oh.
And we didn't shake hands. We didn't hug. We definitely social distanced. And that kind of took the pressure off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were just, two people going for a walk 6 feet away from each other in a park. And we got to know each other. We talked for about an hour. And then, we went our ways and said, nice to meet you. And I don't know. I haven't really been interacting with a lot of people recently, but I really liked her. And I might not have a lot of human contact for a while, but I really enjoyed spending time with her. And I guess I don't really want to be alone in this. And I think as long as we both sort of isolate from people, and we might actually be able to get through this together and spend time together in public, surrounded by other people, like in a restaurant. Can you imagine?
Yeah, so not someone that's going to just carry you through, this stage, the COVID-19 phase of our lives. This is someone that you think you might actually want to. This is actually great. The fact that that there hasn't been any physical contact, that this is someone that you've discovered you really want to spend time with, I think is a cool filter to look at these things through.
Yeah, I mean, you need to find a way to stay positive, and it was really nice to just meet someone who sort of had common interests with me, and we didn't run out of things to talk about, so that was really kind of encouraging.
I guess that's better than, let's just get through the coronavirus and see where we're at once this blows over.
Exactly, yeah. The idea of being able to just imagine the possibility of life after this. But, she's not getting back to me at all, so I'm a little bit bummed. I might be able to understand if I know why, but right now I'm kind of worried, and she's not getting back to me.
We've been doing Second Date Update for quite a few years, and I always admire people who care enough to make the call. Like, look, if you don't want to go out with me, that's one thing, but I gotta know. What did I do? What did I say? Is this something I should know? But I don't, because I lack a certain self-awareness.
Yeah.
Well, we'll make the call for you.
Sounds good. Awesome.
Yeah, that's what we do here on Second Date Update. So we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll call Mara and see what she thought of Jeff and what she sees in the future for her and Jeff. Coming up next, Jeff and Jenn here at Cincinnati's Q102. Okay, well, Jeff met Mara online, and there was a lot of back and forth before they finally decided to meet in person with a friendly neighborhood walk in the park. They didn't hug, they didn't kiss or anything, but one of the neat things about this that we're starting to see, and Jeff pointed this out, was it really did kind of take the pressure off. It was an opportunity for them to really get to know each other, and he just loved spending time with her. And that's telling, loved spending time with her enough that he figured, this might be someone that I would enjoy spending time with when we can make contact.
When it's actually possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Date ended. Nice to meet you. Went their separate ways, and there's been nothing since. So here we are. We're not even talking a soft ghost, like she just abruptly stopped texting, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Then we're going to go ahead and we're going to call Mara and see what's on her mind, see what she's thinking about. Jeff.
Hello?
Hi, Mara?
Yes?
Jeff and Jenn at Q102. How are you?
Wow.
Hi.
Hi, I'm on the radio.
Only with your permission. Can we get your permission to come on and chat with us for a little bit? I promise we'll try to make it as painless as possible. We're nice people.
Okay.
Most of the time.
I'm sure y'all are very nice.
Do you ever have a chance to listen to our show?
Yes, I have.
So you have a pretty good idea why we're calling you?
It's Jeff.
Yeah, it's Jeff. Said you guys had a lovely walk in the park.
Yeah. I mean, it was nice, but it seems like he really, really, really wants a girlfriend right now during everything that's going on. And I don't know. It seems like his big selling point was that he didn't have just 240 rolls of toilet paper, but he also had like 100 bottles of hand sanitizer and 60 huge packages of sanitizing wipes.
What?
Seems like
He's a hoarder.
Yeah, no, it seems like he was one of those people who was going out and buying everything from the shelves and leaving nothing for anybody else. I don't know. I actually got kind of angry, and I don't even know him, but I don't know. It
just wait from 2 months from now, and you're not going to have any wipes or TP, and you're going to think, man, Jeff's still got the hookup.
Jeff is looking good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that is the question. That's what I struggle with, too. And I can give you a perfect example of this. My son, Jacob, eats a very
specific
very
routine.
Specific, very, what is the word?
Targeted,
rigid,
narrow.
targeted diet. I mean, there's literally maybe 10, 12 different things that he's even willing to eat. And of those 10 and 12 things, they are brand specific. So if we run out of his particular brand of gluten-free pretzels, then he's not going to eat any other brand of gluten-free pretzels, and he can distinguish the taste. Mm-hmm. So
that's different.
But I've been struggling with that
because you want to buy all the bags they
because
have.
I'm tempted, right, to hoard them to protect my child.
Oh.
And there are other families in the exact same boat as me that are likely eating the exact same foods that Jacob is eating. So I don't want to buy all of those up.
Right.
So, to leave some. So where is that line of how much is enough for you? And how much do you leave for others?
Somebody else, yeah.
It's tough. I think, though, how many rolls of toilet paper?
Oh, gosh, like 250?
A lot of toilet paper.
Yeah.
That is a lot.
And the biggest thing, listen, I hear what you're saying about people who have specific needs or specific
Right.
brands, but when it comes to the paper products and it's particularly the disinfectant wipes and the antibacterial stuff, and I have 2 or 3 things of disinfectant wipes and a lot of soap, but when stores are having to put caps on how much you have to buy, you know what I mean? And there's that article floating around where the guy had bought like 17,000 things of antibacterial hand sanitizer,
Yeah.
and he was trying to sell it like at a high price. And I know that's not what Jeff was doing, but I don't know. It just reminds me of that. And in a crisis, that it's just a turnoff to me. I can't help it.
Okay. So, Jeff, let's talk about your stash, man.
Yeah. What inspired you to collect quite so many?
I wasn't expecting my preparedness in this crisis to be such a problem. I mean, I'm not trying to sell this stuff that I've stashed. I'm like in it for the long haul. Like for you to compare me to this guy who's like trying to gouge prices on hand sanitizer is like honestly a little insulting. I'm sorry, I'm looking after my own.
Well, who's your own, Jeff? I mean, there's families that are in desperate need of that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there are people who are like using
sure, but what about me and my, anyone I get close to or my potential family? I figured this is the best time to sort of hunker down and maybe get to know someone for the possibility of like self-preservation in a huge humanitarian crisis.
Are you willing to share your things with with like your parents or your siblings or your friends if anybody runs out?
Your favorite local morning show?
Absolutely. I mean, if it gets down to it, like I may be asking for a little something in return, but like we're in a crisis right now.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to look after ourselves.
Wow.
Well, you spent a lot of money on that stuff. That's a chunk of change to have that much stuff.
Well, I just think it's important to have the 2-ply extra soft so that if things get really bad, I'm not resorting to the hardware store TP. You know what I mean?
I did notice, despite the fact that the entire paper goods aisle was clear empty, there still remains Scott 1-ply. Like, even discounted, nobody wanted it.
I have to say, I would never stoop so low.
Yeah.
I'm thinking no date here, though, honestly.
They're just not a match.
Yeah, not a match.
Different ways of seeing
But
this.
there could be an equal female hoarder out there.
That would think you're the hottest thing on the market right now because...
But be careful for the fakes that are just looking for the,
Because I'm almost out of hand sanitizer.
sanitizer route.
TP gold digger.
Yes, exactly.
There is a fine line between being prepared and just being selfish.
Yep. Very true.
And we're all, I think, trying to figure out where that line is.
Well, Jeff, there it is. Sorry we couldn't work out a second date or encounter or whatever we're calling it these days.
Well, I'm glad we tried. I'm sorry it wasn't going to work out, Mara.
But
Good
Mara,
luck.
we appreciate you taking the call.
Oh, of course. I've always wanted to be on your show. Under these circumstances. And,
Maybe under different
You wanted to play the
circumstances.
1K letter of the day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for taking the call, and thank you for coming on Second Date Update. We wish you both the best.
Good luck.
Thanks
Stay
a
healthy
lot.
yourself. Take it easy.
Thanks for listening to the Q102 Jeff and Jen Morning Show podcast, brought to you by CVG Airport. Fly healthy through CVG. For more information, go to CVG Airport /fly healthy.